welcome to today's video. I'm your host here on Schlick Sports, Noah Schlicksup. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And today I'm going to be talking a little bit about the Jaguars and their upcoming draft. I'm going to do a post-free agency version of this, but today I'm doing my first Pro Football Network mock draft simulation as the Jaguars. So let's hop on into it. Alright, so we are in the Pro Football Network mock draft simulator. Probably should get those advertisements off. Okay, so we're picking as the Jaguars, of course. We're going to go at normal speed, 7 rounds of action. Let's do this. Alright, so we have 5 trade offers for our number 1 overall selection, and trading back is a very tempting option for me. Unless I get something that blows me away and keeps me in the top 3, I'm going to select Evan Neal first overall. And I don't think this has happened in real life, but 2 first rounders, 2nd round pick, 3rd rounder, and a 2nd next year. Why not? I'm accepting that, baby. Kayvon Thibodeau going first overall. No, I'm not Ooh, man. Do I trade back for the 5th and 7th overall selection? Does Evan Neal make it that far, though? Because, no, I'm going to reject that offer. Select Evan Neal. Boom. Trevor Lawrence has got protection. Here is why.
Neal, standing at 6'7", 350, has pretty much been a cement wall during his time at Bama. He started all but 1 game since he was a freshman, if I'm not mistaken, and led the team with 33 knockdown blocks last year. He's also incredibly disciplined as a blocker on the outside, only called for 3 penalties in the entire 2020 season. He would be a slam dunk draft pick for the Jaguars.
So moving forward here, Kenyon Green goes, Drake London going 18th overall. Man, Penning going ahead of Jordan Davis. Treylon Burks came off the board. Oof. I was hoping to select him. Nakobe Dean gone as well. Oh, man. I was hoping that Treylon Burks would fall to us. Daxton Hill, an interesting option at safety. I feel like the Jaguars should invest in a safety this draft. Andre Cisco, fantastic last year. We do need another safety, though I believe Andre Cisco is a strong safety. Say if Daxton Hill plays free safety, or I don't know. I was really impressed with him when I saw him play in the Big Ten Championship. Jaquan Brisker's an interesting option. But I think right here, Daxton Hill's fallen this far. We'll get that secondary some help. On now to the first pick of the 2nd round. Trent Mcduffie's an interesting option, though we just picked in the secondary. There's a lot of edge rushers in this draft. And I'm hoping Majai Sanders, is it Majai or Majai, but he's a Jacksonville native, plays for Cincinnati, was really impressive against Alabama, and I think he's going to do really well in the NFL, which is why I'm going to wait until round 3. We're going to go offense. I want to get a wide receiver here, and David Bell. Why not? I really like this receiver out of Purdue, especially since, he's just been fantastic whenever I've seen him play. He's got the stuff to be a really good player in the NFL and a good, solid weapon for Trevor Lawrence. And again, this is pre-free agency, and I'm hoping that the Jaguars able to pick someone up in free agency, but right now we're acting as if they didn't. So David Bell might fall into that 3 spot on the depth chart. I want him ahead of Laviska Shenault, though, because, man, that guy couldn't catch a thing this year. And I'm thinking of selecting Jalen Weidermeier here. They've stuck with their draft rankings for the most part, pretty consistent. And tight end's a glaring need for us. Weidermeier's 6'5", standing at 225, is it? Let's see, it says in his profile. Yeah. 6'5", 255. Big target for Trevor Lawrence. Jake Ferguson's an interesting option who, if they don't get a tight end in the 2nd round, I would like to see Jake Ferguson is an interesting, he might be a good 3rd round pick. You know, you'd hope to get maybe fill in a few other things. But Weidermeier, let's get that big target for Lawrence. Breece Hall going to the Dolphins. Majai Sanders, there he goes. Was hoping he'd fall. George Pickens going 58 to the Packers. I don't agree with that. Packers would never draft a wide receiver. Not even for Jordan Love. All right, so picking first overall in the third round. Let's see. Definitely didn't say that right. Ganabre? Is that how you say it? Dropping all the way from projected 44. An edge rusher. I said I want to pick up an edge rusher here, and I'm going to stick to my word. Kingsley Nganabre, welcome to the team. I was hoping to get Majai Sanders, but, you know, that's not a bad pick in my opinion. Now over here, ooh, do we pick another wide receiver and get Justin Ross and Trevor Lawrence reunited? Tempting, but I don't know. Ed Ingram, I know he's had some off the field issues, and I want to pick Thayer Munford later. Does Lindstrom fall to 70? Is there? I don't see. Okay. Yeah, I think Darion Kendrick. Do we pick him? I think I'm going to go with Darion Kendrick and see if Lindstrom falls. He does! He made it to us! Oh my God, thank you. We got a center. Boom! Couple of O-linemen, Trevor Lawrence, hopefully much safer next year.
And if this Lindstrom pick is the case, safer he will be. The Remington Trophy finalist, preseason All-American, stands 6'3", 298, out of Boston College. His brother Chris plays for the Atlanta Falcons. He is a really great and realistic third-round option for the Jacksonville Jaguars, and I believe they should jump on him if they get the chance. And I should also probably learn how to say Kingsley Enagbara's name, because 6 sacks in 2020, added 4.5 more this year. Doubt he'd fall to us in the third round, but hey, he did here. If the Jaguars get to pick this kid out of South Carolina, he would be scary lining up across from Josh Allen.
All right, so round 4, picking 103rd. Let's see, taking a look at our options. All right, so far, we've picked Evan Neal, Daxton Hill, David Bell, Weidermeier, Nganabre, Darion Kendrick, and Alex Lindstrom. We've hit the big needs, a defensive tackle like Zachary Carter or Logan Hall would be interesting here. I like Zachary Carter. Yeah. Zachary Carter, 8 sacks, someone who can get to the quarterback really well. I'm going to pick him here. Yeah, he'd be a nice little reinforcement on that defensive line. Who they had success. Dwayne Smoot, I really liked this year. But the guy I'm watching right here is Thayer Munford. Us as the Jaguars, we do not pick for quite a while. Yeah, we don't pick until 156 overall. I'm going to try to trade up here. Munford is a little bit down the draft board, but we'll see where he goes. He might go up. Kirkland off the board. I don't see another O-lineman ahead of him. I'm going to try to trade with the Ravens and draft Thayer Munford, getting that big body at guard. So, Ravens are AFC team. Brain fart. Okay, 116. We'll go 156, 199, 234. See if that gets the job done. No, okay. Well, I guess we're trading with the Saints. 117. for 156, our 4th rounder next year. There we go. All right, we're up to 117. And who do we want? Thayer Munford, offensive guard out of Ohio State. Let's break him down.
There's a reason Thayer Munford has fallen this far in this simulation, and is why he's going to slip in this draft. And it's because of his 2021 struggles, allowing 16 quarterback pressures, only 1 sack though. However, in 2020, he was great. A 91.8 Pro Football Focus grade was the highest among returning tackles this season. There's a reason I'm high on this guy. He's 6'6", 320. And though he will be a project at guard, most 4th-round picks are. I really like him coming out of Ohio State, and I'd heavily consider him if you are the Jaguars. This is probably the last prospect I'm going to break down, because frankly, after this, I'm not an expert on anyone.
Do we pick another wide receiver here? I was thinking maybe go linebacker, because that's like the only position we haven't picked from outside of quarterback and running back. Mike Rose out of Iowa State. Why not? Welcome to the team, Mike. I'm just gonna trade this away. I'm gonna trade this away. 198, 199. Why not? Let's just trade with the Washington football team. Try to get maybe a 5th rounder next year for all of our picks. Sorry, I did 7 rounds, hoping I could select Leo Chanel, get a good breakdown later, but that wouldn't be a bad trade. Let's see, do they accept? We got another 5th rounder next year, guys. And I'll just resume the draft so we can see what they do. But, that's my Pro Football Network mock draft simulation for the Jaguars. And this is pre-free agency version. Maybe afterwards some needs will be filled. Hopefully, including head coach. I'm now all in on the Byron Leftwich train after this playoff game. But that's about all I got for you guys. Pre-free agency. Be sure to subscribe to Schlick Sports if you haven't already. Really appreciate that. Comment below. Do you think we should pick Kayvon #1 overall? Let's talk about that in the comment section. And our final results. Evan Neal 1st overall. Then Daxton Hill at 27. Thank you for that, Detroit Lions. David Bell going 33. Weidermeier, we're filling that tight end role. Kingsley Inganabre, hopefully he's better than Kalavon Chason. Darion Kendrick, the cornerback out of Georgia, hopefully he is as good as he was in college. Alex Lindstrom, maybe. Brendan Linder, do we keep him this year? Do we use him as a trade asset? Maybe get rid of a few penalties. Zachary Carter, bringing a little bit of pass rushing presence to the D-line. Thayer Munford, more protection for Trevor. And then Mike Rose, 180th overall. We do not know him, but we're going to fill that linebacker position, at least the depth chart a little bit. But, yeah, that's the full results. We also got a Detroit 2nd rounder and a Washington 5th rounder, so we got even more picks next year. And that is my Jaguars draft. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time here on Schlick Sports.